Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Rahela Ferdousee, Assistant Teacher, Day Shift. Today I am going to have a class with the students of class 9. Today's subject is Career Education. Today we will read Chapter 2, page 37 to 42. Our today's lecture number is 6. Now my dear students, come to our lesson. Our today's chapter is Career Building, Quality and Skills. Leadership, initiative and interest in work. In many cases, more than one or many are to work together to achieve a definite goal. Coordination with all and control over the speed of the work become necessary in any group work or working many people together. In this case, anyone has to take the charge of coordinating and controlling that group. The process of imposing the charge of coordinating and controlling on someone is called leadership. In easy language, leadership is the process of conducting the work, controlling over it and inspiring the workers. Kinds of leadership. Democratic leadership. This kind of leader always takes opinion of his workforce. The workforce can give their opinion freely and without stress. On the basis of the opinions of his workers, he takes all decisions and executes them. Charismatic leadership. This kind of leader has an unlimited power to attract all. Usually, people agree to the instruction and decision of these leaders of strong attraction power easily because the followers feel solidarity with the leader. Autocratic leadership. This kind of leader never pays importance to the opinion of his workforce. On the basis of his own thinking and choices, he takes all decisions and executes them. Situation-based leadership. This kind of leader leads considering the contemporary events and real situations. Sometimes he follows democratic leadership and sometimes autocratic. Spiritless leadership. These kinds of leaders are not active and conscious. They accept all opinions of their workforce and decide on its basis. They are merely the leaders by name. The workers do not pay them any importance and they have no control over the workers. The factors of leadership. 3 factors are necessary for building leadership. These are leaders, followers and situation. Leadership arises from the combination of these 3 factors. So say here, situation, followers and leader. These 3 makes leadership. Now, leadership qualities. Some leadership qualities are mentioned below. By discussing in group, determine more qualities which are necessary to have according to you. Proper knowledge, mentality to take risk, personality and individuality, perseverance, mentality to work under the leadership of others, competency, emotion control, sympathy and empathy, punctuality. Initiative and interest in work. Any work and interest in work do not begin by itself. The idea of work comes first from someone. Next, he arranges to do the work and then the work begins. In a word, this process is called taking the initiative. Initiative is the primary step of any work. The competency of starting a work without the directives of the others after taking its decision is called initiative. On the other hand, the mentality to work is identified as interest in the work, for example, willingly by doing work called interest in work. Role of leadership, initiative and interest in work in career building. The importance of leadership, initiative and interest in work in family, school, society or the country, even in all the spheres of life is very great. The man who has these qualities is considered an active person of the society and everyone wants to him to do the work. Those who have the quality of leadership, initiative and interest in work are able to gain respect from the others easily. This matter is also very important in career building. In the case of employment in various organizations, the employment authority wants to judge whether the worker has these qualities or not. If the apprentices show these skills, they get permanently appointed in the organization. So it is desired that everyone should try to acquire all these skills from education life. Consciousness of physical and mental health. The top of man's health consciousness is physical and mental health. It is never possible to lead a normal life with sickly body and mind. To take necessary steps for normal growth and development of man's body and mind, to know about its rules and regulations and to work accordingly are consciousness about physical and mental health. Man's bodily growth continues after birth. Bodily growth becomes good if proper food habit and rules for healthy living are maintained. By knowing the rules for healthy living, every conscious person tries to build up own health. On the other hand, the relation between body and mind is very close. Man's mental development happens with physical development. If anyone is unhappy for any reason, his working capability and ability reduce to a great extent. Physical and mental health development activities. Many kinds of work are to be done for physical and mental health development. A list of some of these work is mentioned below. Physical health development activities like balanced food habit, neat and clean, mental health development activities to keep oneself neat and clean, to keep oneself cheerful. So my dear students, you will read this. Then, role of consciousness about physical and mental health in career building. Where there is sound body, there is sound mind. If body or mind is not sound, man cannot do any work properly. So it is necessary to keep healthy to do any work well. In all types of work, including family work, education or service, there is an importance to remain conscious about physical and mental health. If we keep ourselves healthy in body and mind before examination, we can get prepared for the examination and get better results. The role of this matter is greater in career building. It needs much hard work for building a career. If body and mind are not kept well in this time, any planning can be futile. So it is necessary to take effective and timely steps for the development of physical health along with mental health. Empathy. Man is to face many kinds of situations in his everyday life, social life and education life or in workplace. Sometimes danger comes, sometimes additional stress is met, feelings of upset and dejection occur, and one suffers from any troubles. To feel mentally the oneness of spirit with this type of man in this situation is called empathy. To feel oneness with the sad, endangered, sick or melancholy persons, understanding their mental problems and becoming sympathetic towards them is empathy. It can be said in other words that by placing man's own sorrows, distresses, sufferings and dejections in own sense and behaving accordingly are compassion. Importance of empathy. To be sympathetic in man's troubles bears special importance. Empathy plays special roles in developing relationship. If we become sympathetic with the others of the family or the society in their distresses and show compassion, the door of mutual cooperation opens. If all members of the society come to help each other in any problem, interpersonal relations among them will develop. If all members of the society extend their compassionate and cooperative hands to each other, their mutual relations will be strong. They can solve any problem through mutual interaction. Difference between empathy and cooperation. Empathy and cooperation apparently seem the same, but there are some specific differences between these two. One is sense-related and the other is about the reality. The topic is shown through a table below. Empathy, cooperation. By expressing sensuous feelings which expresses mental thoughts. Not expressing by feelings, rather there is the existence of something material. Express sympathy to become sympathetic. To play a role in removing sorrows and pains. To tighten behavioral relationship. To develop practical relation. No need of returns, scope of returns. Influence of empathy in career development. By showing empathy, the opportunity of coming closer to each other is created. As a result, we can know the condition about the related man. Knowing the real condition of a man, it becomes easy to behave accordingly with him in workplace. By showing empathy, we can see the inner side of the man. All respect the one who shows empathy, honor him, and he gets a status to the others. His personality and originality are developed by all these. If once empathy is shown to anyone, a kind of relation develops with him and he tries to remember it. Afterwards, if that person fails into any problem in service life or real life, or on the ground of former connection with the related man, there is scope of getting his assistance. Gender sensitivity. Human race is the combination of male and female. From the birth of civilization, man and women from their respective positions have been playing an effective role in the development of social system. But with the evolution of civilization, the role and position of men and women continue to change. The attitude of male and female to each other are changing. Various social and behavioral differences are seen in them. The relation between man and women on the basis of social attitude is called gender. Gender does not indicate identity of the people, rather it indicates the attitude and social relation between man and women. For example, gender is the expected behaviors of man and women developed from family, society, and culture. Men and women will work together in any organization or social system on the same condition with their equal skills and get equal social status and equal monetary benefits. The process of doing any work in this attitude is called gender sensitivity. Importance of becoming gender sensitive. By becoming gender sensitive, various customary and established disparities towards men, women, or any special gender will be reduced. This kind of disparities will be abolished if equality between men and women in social condition established. If gender sensitivity is established in all spheres of life, social and personal security of men and women will be ensured. Mutual sense of duty and respect will create in them an idea that every person of the society has respective freedom and the right to express the opinion. If everyone in the society is gender sensitive, the status of men and women will increase in the society. Then none will try to humiliate anyone and there will be no indifference of people to any special gender of people. Gender sensitivity changes people's mentality and makes everyone conscious of one's position and status. For this, there occurs a change in people's behavior. By gender sensitivity, equal opportunity of employment for both men and women is created. Gender sensitivity is also needed in the family so that husband and wife will be respectful towards each other. Family bond will be stronger and it will play a role in family and social development. How to become gender sensitive? At first, both men and women should know about respective position, status, strength, and skills. If everyone considers the position, status, strength, and skills of the others, no disrespectful mentality will be built up towards same or opposition gender. If there is any negative attitude towards one another, each man and woman will have to change it, because it is not possible to be gender sensitive with keeping negative attitude to each other. Family is the first educational institution and gender disparity starts first from the family. So family will have to be gender sensitive first. If the family becomes gender sensitive, the members of the family will grow up with gender sensitivity. Okay, my dear students, this is all for today. You must practice reading at home for your upcoming assignment. Stay well, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.